I discovered the truth about me and my girlfriend's relationship. It changed everything.
No, we're gonna break up.
So, for a quick background, my girlfriend, 24, and I, 27, have been dating for around 8 months now. I first met her at a funeral, of all places. I wasn't close to the deceased. They were a friend's uncle, and I was just along to keep him company. By the way, this comes from user throwaway account 985858, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK storytime subreddit. In any case, I wasn't particularly sad looking. I was talking with a family friend and smiling, which she noticed and made a pretty morbid joke asking if I put him in the casket. It was so blunt, I just sort of laugh snorted, and we got to chatting all afternoon, ending up with her number in my phone by the end of it. She was funny, witty, pretty, and a genuinely fun girl to be around. So of course I took a chance and asked her out, which she accepted rather eagerly. My ego was through the roof at that. Little did I know. I came home a little earlier from work last night. I was covering a shift, and the bloke I was covering came in anyway, so they didn't need me. Anyway, I came home earlier than planned and overheard my girlfriend laughing with someone on her phone. I was about to surprise her with a little jump scare when she said, and I quote, "I never meant for this whole thing with my boyfriend to last so long. I'd never normally date someone like him." So she spotted me shortly after saying that. I admit I made a noise I can't even begin to explain, and she heard me. I'd never seen someone go that pale before. She was all wide, teary-eyed, and quivering lips. Girlfriend then spent the next hour or so confessing that she never planned to date me, but once her friends found out she'd given me her number, they found a pic of me online and apparently found me so hilariously unattractive that girlfriend just had to fake date me for a week to give me hope. I wish I was joking. Her friends and apparently girlfriend are all stuck in their mean girl high school phase. Girlfriend agreed, but I guess apparently forgot about it because we've been dating for 8 months, not 1 week. She told me that she was stupid for agreeing with it and that I really was a good bloke and that she really did love me, but she never expected to actually feel that way about me. Why? Because I'm not her usual type of guy. When I asked her to elaborate, she mumbled that she didn't initially find me attractive at all. But after dating for a few weeks, she stopped caring about my looks. I admit I sort of lost my temper here and called her an immature waste of my time. I told her I wished that she dumped me a week into dating because to find out all this crap 8 months in, when I cared about her and loved her, was effing foul.
Raining. I thought you loved me. I do.
And then,
I did love you. It was my friend. No. It was all fake this whole time.
Oh.
Go to prom with someone else.
I'm staying with my mom at the moment because I need space to think and vent. Would I be the a-hole if I dumped my girlfriend for this? No, of course not.
No.
Cue the scene where he's crying and he's
Sometimes
looking out the window,
see-
like he's like holding the pillow and he's like,
Do you want to be in a rom-com? Do you want to do the sane move? Dump your girlfriend? You can be sane. Or do you want to add a little spice to your life? Be in a rom-com? You have to make the decision for yourself.
Let's get rom-commy. Wow. Okay. Did not expect this much feedback.
Blimey!
So I've turned my phone back on and it's a mess of text, voicemails, and missed calls. I've only listened to a couple, but she's absolutely sobbing her heart out and pleading for me to come home so she can explain. Nothing from her friends, mind you. Just her, which says it all, really. No idea what to do, but now I feel like rubbish. Am I the a-hole? Has no consensus. Here's some comments. Is she still friends with all those mean girls? Given that she was chatting to one of them yesterday, yeah, I think so. Commenter 2 says, not the a-hole. Even if you didn't care about the joke part of it, she didn't go out with you because she wanted to, but was pushed by her friends. And then what? Did she give a play-by-play after your first date? To said friends? Did she share your intimate moments with the friends? Was your first kiss also a joke? Was she hesitant to kiss you because of the joke?
Did she even sing
want to
I
kiss
love you, baby, in the bleachers while you played soccer?
Yeah, it's thoughts like that would drive me nuts because at what point did her joke turn into real affection? Or was she cringing and flinching for those first few dates? How can you be with someone who thought you were gross for how long? Weeks, days? Not the a-hole. OP says, that's the same crap on my mind. I mean, she didn't act strange or hesitant when we started dating. She was funny and cute and demanded we hold hands on our second date. But was it all a funny story to tell her friends? Was she laughing at how pathetically happy I was dating someone out of my league? I don't know. It's driving me insane thinking about it. I've already chucked up. I just feel sick and tired and used. Would OP be able to forgive and move on? OP says, I honestly don't know. I love her. She loves me, apparently. But I was a dare date to her, something funny to give hope and then dump once she got her jollies. That she gave up that plan is nice, I guess, but I still feel ugly and laughed at. I really don't know. I have no idea if she even cares. I haven't even looked at my phone. It's been turned off since last night. Struggling with the fact that my loving, funny, very kind girlfriend is apparently a lying, using mean girl who only dated me to break my heart. Sure, she didn't, but she never told me about it. I found out by accident. Was she laughing about it with her friends for months? I have no idea. But the thought makes me ill. I've already upchucked, stressing over it. Downvoted comment here. Really? You want to leave her because she loves you for you? I'm pretty sure there's romantic movies with this setup. It started as a dare, but then he or she fell in love with the person. Does it really matter that it was the dare? She loves you for you, your personality. That's amazing. You probably already know if she's prettier than you and how her former boyfriends look like, so the only surprise is that it wasn't love at first sight. What a strike of luck that her friends had dared her to date you. If they hadn't, maybe she wouldn't have found out what an amazing person you are. OP says, it's really got nothing to do with how unattractive she finds me. It's more the fact that for 8 months, she never told me the truth. That she's still friends with those girls. That I had no idea, but can guess, given that I heard her laughing about it, that she still laughs with her friends about me. I feel used and ugly and small. And yeah, that's the point, is that he heard her going, I never thought I'd be dating this ugly sack of crap for 8 months.
3 months.
Can you believe that?
The thing is, commenter, it would have been a rom-com had she dropped the friends and gone to the prom and gone upstage and been like, I need to make a fool of myself because I need you to know that I love you. And then Avril Lavigne's I'm With You plays.
March 14th, 2 days later. I eventually turned my phone back on after making the original post and was bombarded with voicemails and texts and whatnot. I only listened to a couple, and girlfriend was sobbing her heart out on all of them, more or less begging me to come home and let her explain. To be fair, I didn't really have much choice but to eventually go back home anyway. It's a house share, and I pay rent to live there. Plus, my own mom was basically nudging me back out to let girlfriend explain herself. Back home the next day, and she pretty much tore out of her room and threw herself at me. She was sobbing and trying to talk, but kept crying too hard between her words to sound coherent. I know I should have probably been angrier, but I hate seeing her cry. And she wasn't just crying, she was sobbing so hard she was having trouble breathing at a few points. I got her to sit down and asked her to explain exactly why I should stay with a woman who not only got with me as a dare, but also still laughed about it with her vapid friends 8 months on. A lot was said, and to summarize it so this update doesn't take all night, she more or less said this. Fake names and paraphrasing. Girlfriend, I didn't mean to ask you out on a dare. I wanted to date you before they even knew about you. I gave you my number first, remember? When Stacy and Tina found out I gave you my number, they looked you up on Facebook and found it hilarious that you were even trying with me. So they got this stupid effing dare thing and told me to do it to give all uglies in the world hope. Me.
Wow, real mature. You do remember what you said on the phone to whoever it was, right? That you never meant for us to last this long? You told me I wasn't your type. What's your type, girlfriend? Not me, right? Too ugly for you.
Stop saying that. You're not ugly. You're just not the type of bloke I'd have picked to date long term. But I was wrong, babe. Look at us. We've lasted nearly 9 months. I love you so much. I really do. How can I prove it to you? How?
I don't know, girlfriend. I
know, girlfriend.
I love you too. But all I can think about is you laughing about me behind my back to them. How can I trust you anymore?
I mean, I wasn't meaningfully laughing at you. I swear I wasn't. I just didn't know how to handle Tina any other way. She's always been like this, and I just go along with it to keep the peace.
So you'd rather keep the peace than stand up for me? Is that what you're saying?
You're totally like twisting my words, babe.
No,
like, stop it.
I'm not. God, why should I stay with you, girlfriend? Seriously, give me a reason. You laughed behind my back. You dated me on a dare given to you by Tina and Stacy, right? And you're still friends with them. You chose them and their cruelty over us and what we have.
But we've been like friends for years, though.
I effing give up.
At this point, it was just back and forth of me trying to walk away and her professing her love and defending her friendship with the Wonder Twins while trying to make me sit back down. I don't know, guys. I'm back home. She's constantly trying to have another talk. I'm tired. Don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Advice would be wonderful because I'm very tempted to just pack it in. And there are some comments here. Comment 1 is, I have too much pride to stay. I'd be second guessing everything all the time. How exhausting. Comment 2, from what I've read, girlfriend failed to resolve the situation. She continues to defend her friends, dismissing their behavior by saying, it's just the way they are. She remains close with these friends, laughs with them at OP's expense, joins in their jokes about him, and allows them to disrespect him without taking any action. Despite all this, she chooses to maintain her friendship with them. To me, this feels like siding with her friends over her boyfriend. Where has she stood up for him? Where has she defended him? Where has she expressed disagreement with the jokes and the disrespectful comments aimed at him? I just don't see it. And there's a third comment. Okay, this update just confirms she's not taking responsibility. She's trying to gaslight you with twisting my words and I love you, but her actions speak louder. She chose those friends over you and she's still trying to justify it. Keeping the peace is just a cop-out for not having a backbone. You deserve someone who will stand up for you, not laugh at you behind your back. And her I didn't mean to act? Oh my God, please. She still knew what she was doing. Don't let her tears and love declarations manipulate you. She's shown you who she is. Believe her. Pack your stuff and go. You'll find someone who respects you. And there's another update. This should be the final update. You'll see why. So here it is. I'll be brief with this because, frankly, I'm done with it all. I tried one last time to get any sort of sense from girlfriend. I sat her down and told her that I'm hurt and beyond disappointed that she didn't have the spine to stand up to her friends, that she'd rather keep the peace over defending the man she repeatedly claims to love. Girlfriend got angry. Told me I was putting her in a position she couldn't possibly win. If she had a go at her friends, she'd lose them, but keep me. But if she refused, she'd keep them, but likely lose me. She told me she genuinely didn't know what the F to do. I said that as long as she's enabling Tina and Stacy's crappy personalities, she'll never stop being their doormat. She just went quiet at that point and said it was only Tina, and then just kind of shrugged. So I told her that the fact she was even struggling to make a choice between them and defending our relationship was enough of an answer for me. I told her that while I'm not the most attractive fella, her and her friends...
No, I'm not the most attractive bloke.
I told her that while I'm not the most attractive bloke, her and her friends were far uglier than I could ever be, and I deserved better.
Oh.
You're ugly on the inside.
Yeah, you're a real ugly.
I might not be the hottest man, but you're ugly on the inside.
And on the outside.
And then he
Screw
walks
it, I'll
out.
say it, and
What
I'm going to
song,
call you ugly.
Keon?
Let's see the pot call the kettle black.
I want you to want me.
I need you to watch that movie. I broke up with her. It was messy.
Easy.
She got physical.
Whoa,
Not
girl.
violent. Just grabbing on to be real tight, trying to kiss me while offering
Ew.
spicy sleep. That's very
That's pathetic.
She was also full on crying. It was crazy. I've seen her cry and get mad, but I've never seen her like that before. It genuinely disturbed me. I left and I'm back at my mom's for a bit. Now I know I'm not a kid anymore. I'm 27, but my mom and I have always had a really good relationship, so I told her everything. She listened and didn't interrupt until I was finished. And then she pretty much said what a lot of you told me. She told me I'm handsome.
You're so handsome.
You're so handsome.
You're so handsome.
You're
Look
so
at this
handsome.
little boy.
And then she's
That's what Dakota's mom did today. You're so handsome.
Yeah, she would. Yeah. Oh, you're so handsome.
Like the grandma's like, you're gonna have so many girlfriends.
Oh,
you're
gonna have so many girlfriends. Look at this little lady killer.
Yeah. She told me that girlfriend is a silly girl who will never have any kind of meaningful relationship as long as she lets her friends bully her around. And then she told me that I'm young and I'll find someone who loves me so much that she'll fight tooth and nail to defend me. I won't lie, I cried a bit. It felt good to feel worth something for once.
Aww.
I didn't really realize how little I felt that way with girlfriend until that conversation with mom. She even made me an apple crumble. Yay.
Aww, your mom sounds lovely.
Mom made me an apple crumble after she told me I was handsome and I felt I was on top of the world. My younger brother, 20 male, still lives with her too. He's been dominating my butt at chess. Bloke's a wizard. I swear. Mom and I had a long chat about my living arrangements and have decided that I'm going to move back in with her in a couple of months.
Smart.
I've spoken to the agency, and unfortunately, they won't let me end the contract early without a payout for the remaining months, so I'm just going to stick around till then and go.
Honestly, if you're already going to be living with your mom, why not just live with your mom? Like,
not?
presumably, are you paying to live with your mom? Because if you're not paying to live with your mom, you might as well just, like, you can go pick up your stuff slowly.
Can't wait to move on from my crappy ex and be like, oh, where do you live? With my mom.
With my mom.
With my
which,
mom?
You
My
know
mom.
what? Honestly,
But his mom sounds great.
it's a very American / Western
Yeah.
culture thing to like.
Yeah, to be like, no, you can't live with your parents. It's like
Yeah.
super, super common in most other places.
Like pretty much everywhere
Yeah.
else, like you stay close together. But also, like people don't move as much as Americans do. Americans move around all the time. And a lot of
I've moved
places,
out
a
a
lot of
lot.
people are like pretty,
Planted.
not stagnant. That's not the right word, but like,
Stationary.
yeah, there we go. There's like a radius that they don't typically leave, and it allows families to stay closer together. It's going to be awkward since we have to live in the same house for a bit longer, but I'll manage. I know some of you really wanted me to work it out with her, but frankly, I have too much self-respect to stay with someone who doesn't care enough to defend me from her friends. Who were those people telling
Yeah.
you that? Like, were they her friends? Were a bunch of
who-
like bots that she
Who would
made?
be besides that one comment who was like, it's like a rom-com. Like, who's saying that?
Not to mention, whatever the heck she was trying to do before I dipped out, it seriously freaked me out. And by the way, you would be seriously freaked out by how many full episodes with stories
many.
like this we have available for you to listen to on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search the name of our show, OK Storytime, and you will find a little treasure trove of you to dig through. We have a little bit more story here. I'm leaving. You're leaving?
I'm gone.
leaving, dude.
I've been gone, man.
I'm leaving, man.
I'm falling in love with the neighbor next door.
I'm leaving, and I'm showing up.
And then she's the girl next door is playing as I walk over to her house.
Yeah. Thanks, Reddit. You all helped me make a choice between staying and sacrificing my self-respect to be with a woman who doesn't truly love me as much as she claimed, or leaving her in the hopes that I'd find someone better one day. I hope I chose right, but I guess only time will tell. Thank you all. There's some comments here. Still not the a-hole. You made the right choice. Listen to your mommy. She's the only woman in this whole mess that has any sort of sense in her head. As for you crying about it all, good. Cry. You apparently needed it. I wouldn't even wait until you've paid it all off, OP. Get your things and go stay with your mom. No telling what your ex will do. You've got 2 months left, right? Nah, fam. Get out of there. Commenter 2 says, good for you. I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself. Please have someone with you when you go gather your things and record if needed to help protect yourself. She's unhinged and will likely lash out. They say. Commenter 3 says, so sorry, man, but seriously, pay out the lease. Absolutely nothing good will come from living with your ex. He'll either keep trying to force you to reconsider or switch over after her toxic friends get into her head and start treating you like crap. Neither of those are worth staying for, and the cost to get out of it will be so worth it. Best of luck going forward. And that is the end of that story.
Lovely. You got out of there.
You got out of there,
didn't have
dude.
a rom-com moment, but that's okay. There's a lot of different rom-com plots. We don't
Yeah.
have to do this one.
It was a rom realism.
We can do 10 things. How to Lose a Man in 10 Days. We could do.
The Devil Wears Prada?
That's not a
That's-
rom-com.
Kinda.
No, it's
Crazy
not.
Stupid Love.
Well, yeah.
Crazy
Who's the
Stupid
guy from
My
The Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah, it's not a rom-com though.
Well, I mean,
He's already dating someone in that, and then they like almost break up.
yeah, because
Not another
she
Cinderella
picks her
story.
career over
Classic.